Dirtle Magic. Thank you for tuning in to Dirtle Magic. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell if you like the content you see here today, and leave a like and share the video with someone you might think is interested. Leaving those likes really helps us out, but another way to help us out is by using our TCG Player affiliate link below. If you're looking for singles, sealed product, or gaming accessories, please consider using our link to support the channel. We also have some playmats at inkgaming.com. Go ahead and hit the link in the description to check those out. Alright, let's grab some spells and dirtle with some magic. Hello and welcome back to Dirtle Magic. Today we're playing some more Lonis Cryptozoologist. Looking at our opening hand, we have 3 lands, Reality Shift, could get to our commander, Sad Robot to get some more lands. Yeah, I think we can risk this one. Our commander is green-blue for a legendary 1/2 Snake Elf Scout. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under our control, we investigate. Tap, sacrifice X clues, target opponent reveals the top X cards of their library. We may put a non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield under our control. That player puts the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. Our next opponent is Nethroi, Apex of Death. 2 white, black, green for a legendary 5/5 cat nightmare beast. Mutate for Selesnya black, black. Death Touch, lifelink. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. We did win the die roll. We get a command tower. Let's get down the Rejuvenating Springs and pass it off. Our second opponent is Shalai, Voice of Plenty. 3 white for a legendary 3/4 angel. Flying, you, planeswalkers you control, and other creatures you control have hexproof. 4 green green, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. And our last opponent is Kambal, Console of Allocation. 1 white black for a legendary 2/3 human advisor. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Jungle Hall into play for Nethroi, they'll gain 1 life. To Shalai's turn, Temple Garden into play tapped. Kambal with a swamp. To our turn, we get Fierce Empath. Alright, we are curving out nicely. Let's go ahead and play our commander. And we'll pass it off. To Nethroi's turn, Swamp into play, followed by Skull Prophet. Yeah, that's pretty good for the deck. Shalai with a Sunpel Grove into play. Kambal's turn, we have a Plains followed by a Jet Medallion. To our turn, Temple of the False God. Going real good this time. I hope I'm not jinxing that. Let's play an island and get down the Fierce Empath. Get a clue and tutor up something nifty. Let's go for Kodama. And we'll pass it off. To Nethroi's turn, Blossoming Sands into play, they gain 1 more life. We have Kahira, the Orphan Guard. Don't think it's tribal, this is just good. 1 Selesnya 3/2. Each other creature you control that's a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. So it could cover all those creature types potentially. Over to Shalai, Plains into play. Some Secret Lair artwork there. Creepy. Ghostly Prison coming down. That's good. I was considering getting Hornet Queen or Avenger Zendikar with the Fierce Empath, but I'm glad we kinda skipped it for now. To Kambal's turn, will we see him come to the battlefield? It is Kambal, the Council of Allocation. Followed by Sensei's Divining Top. Our turn gives us a forest. Let's go ahead and play it. And we'll play the Sad Robot. Let's get a forest. And another clue, and pass it off. So I think on our next turn, we do Soul of the Harvest or Kodama of the East Tree. Get them down. If they get blown up, we do have Fierce Empath to blink with Ghostly Flicker, just in case we need to go get Recursion with Green Warden of Murasa. I think we're in a pretty good position here. Over to Nethroi's turn, we have Path of Ancestry into play tapped. We have an attack. Both the Skull Prophet and Kahira. Where are they going? Both into Kambal. Now that's interesting. I figured Nethroi would be so creature heavy that they wouldn't really care about it. I was just thinking earlier, Kambal in this matchup between Shalai, Nethroi, and us, because we are based on creatures, is not going to be the best for him. They take the damage without blocking on Kambal's side. They're down to 34. Over to Shalai. Can I also just say I love the artwork on both versions of Shalai? I don't know. The big wings just really have it going for me on Majestic side. Plains into play. Herald's Horn. Now that's not something I expected to see. Kambal triggers for the first time this game. Maybe it's some kind of Angel Tribal? The chosen creature type is Angel. But I think I'm going to start attacking into them. I think we can handle Nethroi and Kambal, but I've faced Angels before, and you do not want them to get out of hand, but I don't think we're going to be able to deal enough damage to get rid of them. Kambal's turn, we have Phyrexian Arena, which apparently needs a reprint. It turned into, last I checked, it was almost $20 a card. That's ridiculous. To our turn, we get Thassa, Deep Dwelling. That could change some things for us. Let's play Temple of the False God, and let's play Thassa. Keep up some mana for removal. Let's just go to the end step. We could use Fierce Empath or Solemn Simulacrum here. I think I'm going to go ahead and ramp first. Blink the Sad Robot, get an island, get a clue, and pass it off. Over to Nethroi. So I think in lieu of Thassa, Deep Dwelling, We're going to get down Soul of the Harvest first so we can start drawing cards to help fuel Kodama of the East Tree, and hope nobody has a mass board wipe. Mirari's Wake of Nethroi. More double mana. Yay. I do like the art on this version though. It's very mystical looking. Whoa. Apparently it also turned into lands. My bad. We have an attack. It's Kihira off into us. We can block with a Sad Robot. Sad Robot dies, we get to draw a card. Kodoma's Reach. Well, I guess we don't need to keep Sad Robot around for the ramp. To Shalai's turn, Herald's Horn triggers for the first time this game. It says, at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. The chosen type is Angel, and creature spells that you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Let's see if they reveal anything. They do not. Goody. No extra card draw out of it either. We have Reflecting Pool. Privileged Position out of Shalai. Other permanents they control get hexproof. Oh boy, that's not good. We need to get some enchantment remover in here pronto. To Kambal's turn, Phyrexian Arena triggers for the first time this game. Demonic Tutor out Kambal. Hopefully they'll be taking care of the enchantments here. Although, we can tutor up our Meteor Golem with a Ghostly Flicker onto the Fierce Empath. We have land tax out Kambal, so they're going after some ramp. Yeah, makes sense against us. We were ramping pretty hard. We have a top activation. To our turn, we get Acidic Slime. There we go. Let's play Flooded Grove. Unfortunately, we can't pay both Acidic Slime and the Soul of the Harvest. I mean, we're okay, though. I don't think it's too bad. Let's go ahead and play the Acidic Slime. Get rid of the Privileged Position. We don't need Shroud on top of Hexproof and all that jazz. That would be terrible. I think it's still safe enough for us to play Kodoma's Reach right now and not keep up mana for Reality Shift. We will lose 2 life thanks to the Kambal trigger, though, down to 38. 1 island and 1 forest, please. And we'll go to the end step here, blink the Acidic Slime, and get rid of the Mirari's Wake. Mirari's Wake down, we get another clue, and we'll pass it off. Over to Nethroi, we have a Fable Passage into play and immediately cracked. Skull Prophet activated to mill 2 cards. Migratory Greathorn and Sunpetal Grove. Avenging Hunt Bonder, double strike. When it attacks, put a double strike counter on another target attacking creature. That's gonna get out of hand. Okay, here on the attack, it's off into us. Do we want to block it? I think we'll let this one go. Let's take 3. We're down to 35, the damage is good. They reveal off the top of the Herald Horns trigger, Exquisite Archangel. Fine, if you lose the game instead, exile this, and your life total becomes equal to your starting life total. Yeah, that needs to be exiled. Angel of Invention coming down for Shalai. Flying Vigilance, Lifelink, Fabricate 2, other creatures you control get +1/+1. We have Mortify on Acidic Slime from Kambal, that's too bad. Blind Obedience coming down, that's also really bad. Let's retaliate. We'll target Kambal with our commander's ability. Let's see if we can steal something good. The Angels probably would have been the better target, but I don't want to leave that Mortify unanswered. Ghostly Prison and Necropotence. Ooh, we have a Wound Reflection too. I have to keep an eye out for that. Let's get Ghostly Prison. I don't really want to play around Necropotence. To the cleanup step, Kambal will have to discard a card. Let's see what they do. It's a Plains. Our turn gives us a farce, let's play it. Let's play Soul of the Harvest. Get some card draw going. And Ghostly Flicker. We'll blink our commander and the Fierce Empath. They'll come back into play tapped, unfortunately, but I do want to go ahead and get some removal for those enchantments. Meteor Golem, here we come. Our draws give us 2 lands. That's not terribly productive, but what can you do? We do have Meteor Golem in hand, though, so that's nice. Pass off the turn, hold up mana for that Reality Shift. And a turn, we get another blink, thanks to Thassa. We'll go ahead and tutor out that Green Warden of Mirasa. I think I want to get a 6 line back just for some redundancy. We'll go ahead and draw. We can discard a land here. And it's Rampant Growth. Guess we'll discard Rampant Growth. Don't really need to search out any more lands right now. To Nethroi's turn, we have a Foul Orchard into play. Good thing we have this Ghostly Prison too, now that all of our creatures are tapped. Blind Obedience is going to have to hit the bucket here pretty quick with Meteor Golem. Death's Oasis out of Nethroi. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, mill 2 cards, then return a creature card with lesser mana value than the creature that died from your graveyard to your hand. 1, sacrifice it, you gain life equal to the highest mana value among creatures you control. Nethroi player on the attack. We're also going to have, the trigger from Avenging Hunt Bonder. I imagine it's going to go on to, the Elemental Kitty. Cat Beast. So they are paying to attack us. And it does have double strike now, so it's a 3/2 with double strike. I still want to say Reality Shift for an Angel or something. I guess we're going down to 27. Damage is good. We're down to 27. Kambal down to 38. Over to Shalai. We have Naturalize coming out. It's hitting our Ghostly Prison. This one from Shalai. That's unfortunate for us. So Lesnia Charm, exile target creature. Ah, man. There goes our soul to harvest. Sad face. Getting all the removal this turn. No attacks out of Shalai. That works for me. Don't need another hit to the face. Over to Kambal's turn. Kambal at 42 because of all the life gain from Kambal. The Shalai player has been casting a lot of non-creature spells, which I find somewhat surprising. They're down to 32. Nethroi 38. We are at 27. A little bit of an arch-enemy thing going on here. I wouldn't say it's like a true arch-enemy situation, but in playing Lonis and testing it, I have become the arch-enemy more times than not. We have Sphere of Safety. That's not good. So now to attack Kambal, it'll cost people 4 mana. I think we can loosen that up a little. No attacks out Kambal, works for me. To our turn. Let's see what we get. It's an Avenger of Zendikar. Nice. Let's play Forest. Marasa to the stack. Let's get back Acidic Slime. Acidic Slime to the stack. Let's get rid of that Sphere of Safety. I think once we blink Acidic Slime, we'll get rid of the Blind Obedience too. Although I really want to get rid of that Herald's Horn. And then let's just go to the end step. Blink the Acidic Slime. Destroy the Blind Obedience. And we'll pass it off there. 6 clues on the battlefield. I think at the end of Nethroi's turn, depending on what we want to do. Oh, we have a Skull Prophet activation at end of turn. Nethroi will mill 2 cards. In either case, with the clues, I think at the end of Nethroi's turn, we are going to target Shalai with our commander's ability, see if we can steal some awesome angel out of their deck. Nethroi, Apex of Death, is being mutated. They also get to scry 1, considering the commander shares creature types with itself. It mutates onto Kahira. And on top, by the way. They get back, what is this, Frondland? Yeah, Frondland Feraldar and Migratory Greathorn. Nethroi with double strike on the attack against us. That's unfortunate. The Avenging Huntspander is also on the attack against us. That's a sad face. And Skull Prophet 2 for good measure. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and respond with our commander. Hopefully get an angel we can block with from the angel player. Let's see, we have Dane God of the Warrior League, Serra, Host of Herons, Seedborn Muse, and Valor. Seedborn Muse could be interesting, although it doesn't really help us right now. Let's go ahead and get Sigarda. They're going to tap down our Fierce Empath. That's unfortunate. Use Sigarda to block Nethroi. Don't want to take 10 commander damage on top of everything. We will be taking 12, though. That's, sorry, not 12, 10, but it's still going to be... Yeah, we'll be down to 17, sad face. Sorry, down to 15. Oh, it is a 3-1. I thought that was the case. Over to Shalai's turn, we have Wrath of God. You know, I'm probably pretty fine with that. We'll put our commander back in the command zone. We have a trigger from Greedborn of Marasa. Death's Oasis will trigger for Nethroi, which is actually kind of unfortunate for us. They get to recur any number of bunches of things. It's kind of like a Culfiner that way, except instead of based on toughness, it's based on the mana value, so not my favorite. Let's go ahead and get back the Fierce Empath, though. We have the Avenger of Zendikar. Might as well go get the Hornet Queen and maybe something else like Torrential Gearhulk to get back a Ghostly Flicker. Seems like a good plan to me. Exile the Green Warden to get back the Fierce Empath. So I'm thinking our next turn if Kambal doesn't do anything really bad for us. We get down Kodama, Meteor Golem, get rid of something, get down Avenger of Zendikar, decide what to blink at the end step, and go from there. Nethroi, I figure, is going to be a problem for us since they've been going for us a bit. Kambal really hasn't been touched too much, and they keep healing back up, so that's also a detriment to our, survival. I'll hammer its Archive into play for Kambal. It's such a target-rich environment. Top activation. Not the best. Hope it's not a bunch of removal, but 12 cards in hand, down to 7, still a lot of options, which makes them very dangerous. To our turn, we get a Forest, let's play it. Kodama of the East Tree. I'm sure it will be immediately killed, but, we can't just live in the dark and not do anything. Let's go, Avenger of Zendikar. Oh, that's a lot of Kodama triggers. Well, okay. Forgot about that. We'll just put the 2 Forests into play, I suppose. Well, crap. Accidentally clicked out of the Meteor Golem thing. Oh, well. Probably gonna get a board wipe. Let's go ahead, pass it off, get back to Avengers Zendikar. It'll trigger again. We'll do Meteor Golem there instead of the Fierce Empath. My mistake. Here we go again. See you on the other side. Go, Meteor Golem. Be meaty about it. Let's destroy Hammer its archive. They have enough advantage over there. To Nethroi's turn. I'm going to go check the chat. Well, we have a I hate your deck thing going on, so I guess we succeeded somewhere. Fiend Artisan into play for Nethroi. We have Void Beckoner. It's cycling. When you cycle it, put a Death Touch counter on a creature. That's the end of Nethroi's turn. They do have some mana up, though, which always scares me. Could be any amount of removal. Obzon is very good at that. Over to Shalai. Herald's Horn will trigger. And they haven't really summoned too many angels yet, so I am somewhat concerned. We do have an Avacyn Angel of Hope. I love that artwork. But in either case, that's there, so there are some things we just don't want to necessarily see. On the bright side for Avacyn, we do have Reality Shift, but we can also swarm past them. Kambal saying Architect counters their entire deck. I think they were going to have a hard slog in this game in particular anyway, but yeah, we do have the opportunity for a lot of removal, so that is a thing. Not going to argue with them there. We got bunches of mana tapping down over on Shalai's side. It's Exquisite Archangel. So yeah, we'll have to waste our Reality Shift on that, I suppose. On the bright side, tutor out Torrential Gearhulk, get Ghostly Flicker, flicker the Gearhulk, get back Reality Shift if we really need it. Seems okay. I do want to draw into another one of our Blink spells, though. I guess next turn we will get down our Commander, get another clue going. We'll also crack this clue at the end step of Kambal's turn, assuming there's no mass board wipe. I think we'll crack the clue at the end of Kambal's turn, just to get another card going so we can get towards more of our Blink spells. Speaking of, over to Kambal's turn. Pearl Medallion coming down for Kambal. So we face a difficult dilemma. We can deal a lot of damage to somebody, but not necessarily knock them out of the game. Exquisite Archangel is protecting the Shalai player. Kambal seems more or less defenseless for now anyway. Their turn's not over. And Nethroi does have, looks like, some removal up. Replenish. Return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Man, I wish that could get a reprint. What I wouldn't give for something similar. We do have Open the Vaults, but that affects everyone, and that can be a real detriment. Blind Obedience is also going to be a pain in the butt. Wow. You know, I thought that would be more impressive. I thought we destroyed more things. I guess we did for our opponents. Well, Sphere of Safety is not going to help us, and neither is Ghostly Prison. Tainted Remedy. If an opponent would gain life, they lose that much life instead. Luckily, we don't do any life gain in here. Let's go ahead and crack that clue. Displace. Excellent. And secure Tribe Elder. Let's get down the Fierce Empath. Do we want to resummon our commander first, though? Yeah, let's resummon our commander first. I think we'll squeak by with just enough mana. Kodama will trigger. I guess we'll get down Secure Tribe Elder. And we get a clue, and then triggers Kodama again, but we have nothing for it this time. We'll go ahead and sacrifice the Elder, though, to get a land, and pump our plant tokens. Looks like we're going to need some extra islands in here. Avenger triggers. And then we'll go for the Fierce Empath. Let's go Torrential Gearhulk. Although Dead Navigator could be good, with the Blind Obedience, we really just need to get rid of that first. And Gearhulk, let's get back a Ghostly Flicker. We'll flicker out the Meteor Golem and the Avenger, I suppose. Really overcommitting to the board at this point, but we need to get our opponents out of the game. Get rid of the Spear of Safety. Get all the tokens. This is going to be a lot of triggers. I'll see you on the other side. Reality Shift to the Exquisite Archangel. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of them just yet, but I'm going to swarm the Nethroi player and hope they don't destroy us. Let's go to attacks. Kambal quits the game. I think they said they had to leave, so that's too bad. I apologize for taking so long. Oops, missed a couple tokens. Anyway, attacking everything into Nethroi, see if we can get them off the table. Do we have a response on Nethroi? It's Obscuring Haze. Yep, it's a fog. Nice. Alright, well, that's all we can do here. Oh, we have a block. Anyway, it only prevents damage from us. That's right. Nethroi going to eat a plant up. Might as well. Salad for the Fiend Hunter. Alright, let's go to the end step. What do we want to blink? Well, let's blink the Meteor Golem, I think, and get rid of that Ghostly Prison. And there we go. Okay, one more turn for each of our opponents. Of course, board wipe is probable, so not looking too much forward to that. Over to Nethroi, 6 cards in hand. Options always bad against us. Land into play. We have a Gem Razor. That was kind of hard to read. Gem Razor mutates onto the Fiend Artisan. Our Meteor Golem goes the bye-bye. I think it served our purposes just fine, though. We do have 2 or 3 other creatures in the deck that can get rid of artifacts or enchantments, so I'm not too worried about that, although Meteor Golem does cover a lot more than that. Maelstrom Pulse. Nice. There go all of our plant tokens. It'll be a slow recovery, plus we need more landfall triggers. Yeah, Maelstrom Pulse I don't think gets enough credit. In these situations, it can be a lifesaver, although in this deck we use Echoing Truth because that's in color identity. Alright, we have an attack. How big is this thing? It's a 10-10. Ooh, that is a lot of damage we'll be taking otherwise. Yeah, we can block with Kodama. We aren't going to really need Kodama anymore, although it having 6 power and 6 toughness is good on the offense. Ooh, it also has Trample. Did not see that. Okay, so we're down to 6. To Shalai's turn with Bruna the Fading Light. They get to return an angel from the graveyard. Could be Angel of Invention. Looks like that's it. To their hand. Could also be a human, but I don't see one. Oh, there's Sigarda. So that'll work out too. It's Sigarda coming down, plus Bruna. So we're in a tight spot now. All of our tokens getting destroyed. Great play by the Nethroi player, but leaves us in quite the bind. We can tap down the Fiend Artisan with Thassa, and we can displace some stuff. But I don't think we're going to get too far, so I think displacing the Avenger Zendikar and Torrential Gearhulk, depending on what we get, could also do Fierce Empath, but I don't think I have any more removal at 6. We do have something with Reach, though, in Ulvenwald Hydra, but I just don't know how we're going to get around flyers, especially when there's going to be more than a few. We are being attacked for 2, though. Sad face. Oh, my mistake. They're attacking the Nethroi player. That's interesting. Damage is good. Nethroi down to 41. Comes our turn. We get Simic Charm. Well, Hexproof is pretty good. Let's displace some stuff. Fierce Empath and Torrential Gearhulk, I suppose. We get some more clues. Suppose we could always steal an angel. Let's get Reality Shift back. Need to get rid of that Fiend Artisan. Well, we could also get the Hornet Queen. That might be even better at this point. Especially if we can blink it one more time. Yeah, let's get the Hornet Queen. Reality Shift. Go! Hornet Queen to the stack. And we have triggers. Okay. So I guess we will go to attacks, attack into Nethroi with the Avenger, and hope they don't have removal for it. On the bright side, we have Hornet Queen on the backup. Damage is good. They take it down to 36. Let's go ahead and just go to the end step. Leave up mana for the Simic Charm. Blink out the Torrential Gearhulk and get some triggers going. And we'll blink the Hornet Queen and the Avenger of Zendikar with the displace from the graveyard. Unfortunately, it'll get exiled. Over to Nethroi. We have 12 clues, so not too shabby there. Also protection up for Simic Charm. I figure at the end of Nethroi's turn, we activate our commander and dig deep into the Angel deck and see what we find. And try to finish the game off there. It would also depend if we get a land or not. We have Nethroi Apex of Death coming down. We could bounce the Manifest creature, but that'd leave us without protection from Hexproof. But I figure at this point a board wipe would be pretty bad anyway, and Simic Charm wouldn't work. So let's go ahead and bounce the creature. We'll bounce the thing you can mutate onto. Essence Symbiote coming down for Nethroi. Let's dig deep into the Angels. Sacrifice 9 clues. That should be more than enough to really hit anything. Unless they're running Eldrazi. Mirri Weatherlight Captain. Archangel of Tithes could be good. All this goes to the bomb afterwards, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's get Mirri, Weatherlight Duelist. Some combat control. To Shalai's turn, Herald's Horn is going to trigger. In response, we are going to tap down Bruna the Fading Light. Mirari's Wake. They get double mana and 1/1 to their creatures. It's also the cool art, and it's also something we've destroyed before. Double mana. Alright, rolling on over to us. Here's hoping there are no more fogs. We get our Chaomancer. Yeah, that'll work out. Oh, looks like we have a response. Heroic Intervention. Their stuff gets hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Let's get back that Simic Charm. Unfortunately, we do not have a land drop. So let's go ahead and crack some clues to see if we can get one. There's one. Inventor's Fair. Let's do it. And I guess we have nothing left but to go to attacks. Alright, there's the attacks. We're going to try to take the Shalai player out of the game. Mirri Weatherlight Duelist will trigger. No more than one creature can block this. Combat for each opponent. Really like that card. Wish somehow it drew cards, but green-white's pretty good. We have Nethroi on the block against Thassa. Deep Dwelling. Nope, it's against Miri. Thought that'd be happening. We're probably just going to bounce it out of the way with Simic Charm, though. We have Sigarda against the Hornet Queen. That does cause a conundrum. I do want to save both Miri and the Hornet Queen. Well, that makes things a little bit easier since we can't save Miri because it's not our creature. Nah, nothing too useful. Alright, let's leave it there. I'm actually not going to save the Hornet Queen because if we use our Mount and Simic Charm, we can't tap down anything. And I may have overcommitted with the flyers. Alright, Shalai down to 7. The Nethroi player down to 35. Not too much damage on them. Let's go ahead and pass off the turn. We get to blink something. I guess we'll blink the Fierce Empath. No, probably better do the Avenger as Zendikar. We need to keep up the pressure. It's too bad the Hornet Queen didn't trade with Sigarda either because of that heroic intervention. It's a sad face all around. Over to Nethroi, 4 cards in hand after the draw. Let's see if they have a wipe. We really need to kill our opponents quickly because I don't want a board wipe to happen. That would be super bad. Miri's also down, so we are not as protected either. Boneyard Lurker, probably going to mutate. Alright, they gain some life, get a counter, they get to recur something, and they get to recur a bunch of other stuff. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got Auspicious Starix, and a Necropanther. Did they not want to get back a bunch of stuff? Or is that it? No, there's definitely other creatures. Nothing in chat about them messing it up. But I'm sure they have other mutates. Huntmaster Liger is being mutated upon. I do see the target this time. Alright, so before combat, we will definitely have to tap down the Nethroi. It has Trample, Death Touch, all the bad things are happening. So, yeah. Void Beckoner. It gets cycled again for a Death Touch counter. They're putting it on Essence Symbiote. Let's go ahead and activate Thassa. Over to Shalai's turn. Unfortunately, I overcommitted to the flyers and we are probably dead here. Light of the Legion coming down for Shalai. And Shalai Voice of Plenty coming down. Wiltleaf Liege also coming down. Anthem for the green and white creatures. Alright, they're to the attacks. Let's see how much lethal we're taking, but we are not going to go down without a fight. I'm going to activate Lonis and see if we can't randomly get a fog off the Nethroi player over there. I was kind of hoping for a Spore Frog. Oh well, we tried. And there we go. Good game to our opponents. Glad they didn't give up on us in the game. Mirari's Wake into play for Nethroi. Followed by Kira the Orphan Guard. Frondla and Feldar tapping to tap a target creature. It is Shalai. The rest of them have hexproof, so no go there. And Shalai gives it up. Good game to our opponents. Who am I going to give it to? I don't really know. They both kind of stayed in the game. And the other player only left because they had something to do, so I don't know. I think we'll just let the computer do it. And there it is. 3 votes for the Shalai player, 1 vote for the winner, and 1 vote for the Kambal player. No votes for us, unfortunately, but yeah, we did have some pretty long stacks. What can you do? Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck. Okay, here's the deck. I didn't make any changes from it the last time except maybe the Wave Sifter. I tested the deck out a lot in between, and trying to record, Magic Online crashed a lot, so I don't exactly know when I added this card in. Not too much to say about this game. Got really overeager with that last attack and left myself open. Noob mistake, but I should have mathed. Anyway, if you want any of the cards you saw in this video in paper, sealed product, or gaming accessories to protect all that glory, please consider using the TCG Player affiliate link in the description below. It helps out the channel, doesn't cost you anything extra. Alright, on to the next Von Horizons 2 Commander, and then I don't really know if we'll cover another one here on the channel. We're going to be slipping right into that D&D set pretty soon here. Yeah, a little bit fast, Wizards. Come on now. People only have so much money, so in either case, whenever you go to play Magic or whatever you happen to be doing, stay safe out there, and I'll see you for the next one.